Hi everyone and blessings, my name's Radzi and you're watching me on the Shining in Love Facebook page, YouTube channel, and I thank you for your continued presence and joy and love that you bring into this space and into this video right off the bat. If you're watching this, if you could leave me a super like below, leave me a comment, that would be wonderful. It allows me to connect and know that you are actually indeed watching and enjoying this beautiful space that we are creating together. If I may step aside, you can see my solstice altar in the background. That's my altar for June. It's bringing in the light, it's bringing in the warmth, it's bringing in the energy, it's bringing in the much needed raising in vibration for a lot of us. What's been happening is that we've wanted to move forward. We've really had these intentions of growing, of leaving behind old patterns, leaving behind relationships, situations, circumstances that really don't honestly support us at this time. We really want to let them go. There is a deep sense of need, of longing, of trying to just be able to step forward, to pull our weight forward. But unfortunately, it's becoming a really hard for a lot of us. We feel that we've got these kilos and kilos or pounds and pounds of luggage that we have on our shoulders, on our backs, and we're like bent and we're trying to trudge forward and it's not really working, it's not really happening. Well, good news for us, because of the solstice and the full moon period coming up, I think this is the last week of feeling that heavy, burdensome, tortured energy, to be honest, because it's time to let it go. And we've held it, we've carried it for way too long, longer than we were supposed to, and it's finally time to release that. So I really feel this sense of easing up, opening, relaxing, letting go, in terms of finally just taking that baggage off and saying, you know what, I don't want to be I don't choose to be defined by the baggage that I carry anymore. So with that said, we're going to pull cards for the next week. These cards are going to take us from this week, I want to say, which is about the 12th of June, right, through to 19th of June. So think of it till next Sunday, because after that we hit the full moon and solstice period, and then it's up and up for us, or it's time for the up and up. So let's see what the final week before the light hits us is looking like. We're going to pull 3 cards. I'm using the Sacred Rebels Oracle card deck by Alana Fairchild, and really happy to be connecting to Source with these cards. Let me just quickly 2 and 3. Love it. Okay. Our first card: every journey starts with a single step. What a beautiful card, eh? Such a nice and amazing card. You know, before we start our journey, we have massive goals for ourselves. And raise your hand if you do. You know, before you've even started, you've put these massive expectations in front of you, that when I start on this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and this is going to happen, and that's going to happen. And you know what? You don't have to go big the first step. You just have to take the first step. The first step isn't about reaching any place. The first step is the act of stepping forward. So when it says every journey starts with a single step, look at the butterflies around the suitcase. Look at that heart explosion. Look at that throat and crown chakra and third eye explosion. And realize that when you are on a new journey, when you're moving through a space of transformation, of letting go of the time that being a caterpillar is done, you're done being a caterpillar. It's not about which flowers am I going to go to. It's about realizing or coming into the form of a butterfly. All right, so the single step doesn't have to mean that you're going to earn big, do big, achieve big. It's about the simple fact of taking one step forward. So in this week, don't set yourself big, unsurmountable targets. Just tell yourself, this week I'm going to start doing this. I'm going to try and leave the old pattern behind. I'm just going to take my first step forward. It doesn't have to be big, it doesn't have to be huge, it doesn't have to be remarkable, it just has to be your first step. The second card for us is a beautiful card number 3, inspiration. Love that energy on the card, the vibrancy, the joy. We have bees, we have so many flowers, we've got this golden sun in the background as well, so we've got some amazing energy coming forward. It's time to be inspired, it's time to rock an amazing universe for yourself. Look at how bright the eyes are shining, and look at how you know, in the face of the card, look at her face, look at how magical it is. What this is saying is that when every journey begins with a single step, it is followed by inspiration. So if you don't know what to do yet, don't worry. Just take your first step and the rest will follow. Just allow yourself to move forward. This is amazing. This is a 12 card. It's a 3, and then this is also a 3. I love that. I love that. So what this is saying is, don't think about what next. Don't think about what's going to happen once I take the first step. That the universe is sorting itself out for you. All you got to worry about for now is taking that first step, and know that the universe is supporting you, that your inspiration is coming up sooner than you can actually imagine. So beautiful golden energy vibrations coming up for you. Our final card for today has to be one of the most strongest artworks of this deck, if you ask me. I think each one of the artwork on the card is just absolutely amazing, but this one is just very, very special. This is card number 44, Visions of Life Beyond Death. We are all moving through a certain kind of death, and when I mean death, I mean physical transformation, of letting go, of moving forward, of choosing to not let the past affect us. When something dies, that's it. There is no reference to it in the future period. It's that the story finishes there, something new comes from there. You know, when a book ends, right, you know, you don't, in a series, say in a trilogy, when the first book ends, the second book isn't the first book all over again. The second book is a new story, and it's very important for us to realize that when there's an ending, when there's a death or transformation or releasing of something, it means that from now on you are choosing to no longer let that impact your life. You're saying, you know what, great, beautiful and brilliant, but moving forward, this particular thing has no impact on me. So Visions of Life Beyond Death looks at this space of the raven, the owl, the peacock, and a lot of starry nights and skies. And what this is saying is that you are slowly emerging into a space where you can see beyond your current life. Alright, you know, you think, if I end this, if I take that one step forward into a new life, I don't know what inspiration is going to hit me. I don't know what I'm actually going to end up doing. This is also uncertain, risky, scary, and just plain, you know, just, I'm plain afraid of moving forward. And what this is saying is that don't worry, because what lies ahead is more beautiful, more energetic, and just aligns with your spirit a little more than what you have today. So don't be afraid, because you're moving in the right direction. Okay, and you know, this is and I'm gonna sound crazy, but imagine this. The first card was card number 12, which is a 3. The second card was, of course, inspiration, which is the 3. Now if you put 2 3s together, like mirror 2 3s together, you get an 8. Does that make sense? If you get an 8, so you get you have you have 1 3 here, and then you have the other 3 here, and what you get is an 8. And this is card number 44, and this is card number 8. You know, 4 and 4 is 8. So when I'm looking at these cards and saying, okay, when I choose to take my first step forward, and just to take the first step forward, and if I can step back and let inspiration guide me, instead of letting my fears and my doubts and my resistance guide me, if I can step back, and if I can let my spirit guide me, and inspire me, then what I'm really looking towards this great transformation is breaking away from the old so that I can imagine to a new. All right, so that's the energy that is leading us up to our June solstice, summer solstice for the northern hemisphere, winter solstice for the southern hemisphere, and the full moon. So I hope you enjoy this week. I hope you get a lot of work into it, because after this, after 20th of June, honestly, it's boom boom shake the room energy. So I hope you enjoy it till then and have fun. We're on a fun ride together. So sending you so much love. Again, thank you for watching. Many blessings. Goodbye.